Hey, this is a quick walkthrough of a new structured prompt feature under AI Assist called Interactive Prompt. So I'm going to AI Assist, click Add Interactive Prompt, and basically this is a prompt that will walk the user through a series of questions and then use their responses to generate a prompt. So we're going to start by creating just a really simple prompt. We'll call it greeting cards. And the idea of this prompt is to collect the recipient, the occasion, and the mood of a greeting card, and then come up with 5 greeting card ideas. So the first question that we'd like to ask is, who is the card for? And I can click on the plus sign off to the right here to add another question. What is the occasion? And finally, another plus sign. What is the mood of the card? Happy, melancholy, funny, etc. Okay, and then so those are our user interaction points. And then what would we want to do with it? What would we like to do with the collected information? Let's say let's create 5 greeting card ideas based on the user input. So very straightforward. So I'm going to click build my prompt. Once I click this, I'll pause it. It's going to take about a minute or so to generate, and we'll come back. Okay, so that did take just over a minute. Now I'm going to click continue, and I'll be able to review the prompt that I just created. So it creates, a basic TRACI prompt, which is, of course, task, role, audience, create, and intent. It creates each section of it. So starting with the task, our task is to create 5 greeting card ideas based on the user input, and it documents our questions for us, asks it to wait for the user to respond, add some rules, about one question at a time, and always wait for a response before continuing, and that kind of thing. It defines the greeting card designer role, the audience, the create, so what it's going to create 5 greeting cards, and the rules are that it will incorporate the occasion and the recipient and the mood specified, and finally the intent, and again kind of referring back to those rules. So at this point, if we want, we could add additional rules. We could drag and drop to order, edit the rules that are there, but this looks pretty good out of the gate. So I'm going to submit that to save it, and then I'll go to use this prompt. At this point, if I want, I can view just the JSON, so that's the JSON prompt that it generates. I'm going to clip that or copy it to my clipboard. So I'm going to click the copy JSON to clipboard button, head over to ChatGPT. I'll go to Model 4 and paste in my prompt. So, it'll take me through the steps of the process. So the card is for Amanda. The occasion is 5th birthday. And the mood, let's say funny. At that point, it'll go through and generate those 5 greeting card ideas. This is really a simple prompt, but it comes in handy. Like a week or so ago, we created a prompt that takes the experience section of a resume and then the copy of a job posting and combines those and writes a cover letter. So you could do something like that. You could ask for input A followed by input B, let the user type in or paste in the inputs, and then activate the prompt and have it generate the content that you need based on that prompt. So A lot of powerful possibilities with this type of prompt structure. Let's flip over to GPT 3.5. Now this one has a little bit more problems with this type of prompt, so let's just try it. So I'm going to run the same prompt. Okay, now it's behaving. So, it does brief introduction and then pauses and asks who the card is for, which it's supposed to. Sometimes it'll ask all three questions, up front. Sometimes it even asks all three questions and answers all three questions for you and just kind of runs off on its own. So if that happens, just go up and clear the chat or regenerate response, and it eventually will behave. So if I do the same thing, we'll make the card for Amanda, 5th birthday, and funny, and it'll do a good job of going through and creating these 5 card ideas. And I think that's about it. One more thing is, if I go back to my prompt, there's also a YAML version, and YAML, unlike JSON, is more like a outline. So if we look at the JSON prompt, this is very structured. It looks like almost code. If we go to the YAML version, this looks more like an outline format. I've been trying this in Bing, and the JSON does not work well at all with Bing, but YAML seems to work well with Bing and also some of the other alternatives to ChatGPT. So I'm going to copy YAML to clipboard, same prompt. I'll head out to Bing and paste it into the Bing input. It's very slow. So hello, this is Bing. It asks who the card is for. I'll say Amanda. Okay, the card's for Amanda. What is the occasion? 5th birthday. Okay, and what is the mood of the card? And again, we'll say funny. So here are some card ideas. So let's see if it'll do 5. It looks like it will do 5. And yeah, so it came up with 5 greeting card ideas. So it actually did a pretty good job with that prompt. On some of them, I haven't had as good of success, but this is another option if to ChatGPT if you want to try some of these the YAML versions of the structured prompts in Bing and some of the other options. They will work there as well in a lot of cases. So I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.